Hi all! Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Good morning, you guys. All right, every video I put up gets successively shorter and shorter. This one's going to be super short this morning. We're really just touching on one subject, but before we do, we're going to touch on a comment made by a follower of mine about the Queen's Jubilee. Okay, so let's just jump right in and get there. Let's go. Just as a reminder, you guys remember when I showed you this article that Prince Harry's schedule clash means that he may not make the Platinum Jubilee? You know, and then there was another article that said that they were keeping their schedule open so they'd be available to attend the Jubilee, even though we all know that Meghan will never step foot in the UK and those kids will never step foot in the UK. Remember, they need to keep contact. They need to keep in touch with the royal family because that's their bread and butter per se, right? Barbara Miller, one of my followers, wrote a statement which really just caught my attention. It's perfect. And this is a possible statement from Kensington Palace. You read it? Her Majesty the Queen, in her desire to ensure the happiness and well-being of her family, will honor the wishes for privacy from the Sussexes. She is mindful of their mental health issues and their other stated emotional trauma, which is generated when returning to UK soil. She is therefore sadly but graciously acknowledging that her much-loved grandson will be missing the Platinum Jubilee. I thought this was fabulous. I hope Kensington Palace sees it. I think this would be an excellent statement and would solve problems for everybody, don't you guys think? It would solve Harry's problems because he wouldn't have to worry about returning to the UK for the Platinum Jubilee, and it gives him an excuse as an out. And it will take care of the royal family's problems because then they don't have to worry about somebody secretly taping them or making pictures for a Netflix documentary or skulking around the castle, and nobody has to deal with Harry. All right, let's move on to our story for today. The story we're going to look at today is about Prince Harry's memoir, and it's being said it's going to backfire on him and he's going to hit a wall. Already heard him talk about mental health. We heard him talk about that in the Me You Can't See. And as it's stated in the article, if you're a celebrity and you want to write a memoir, you have to capitalize on the fact that you have fans who want to know something new about you, something secret, right? But Harry hasn't got anything to say. I can already tell you some of what's going to be in that book. He's going to continue on with the conspiracy theory that people are after his wife because she's not white, and that's why his mother was in the accident because she was dating somebody who wasn't white. He's going to talk about how free speech in the United States is bonkers. He's going to try to come up with explanations as to why they did what they did. For instance, he's going to explain why they went ahead with the Oprah interview, even though they had been warned that Philip was dying and asked to wait and they didn't. He's going to try to explain that away. He's going to talk about the genetic pain that he suffered, what a horrible father Charles was. This is going to be an Oh Woe Is Me book. And then it's going to talk about, and then I met my wife and she pulled me from the depths of despair and turned me into the man that I've become, etc., etc., etc. That's exactly what's going to be in this book. It's already being reported in the news that this book is going to be about royal life and the mistreatment that he had. Several articles coming out are pointing out what's coming up in 2022. Here's what they're saying is going to be going on in 2022 on top of everything else. They're claiming that Archewell Productions is going to show their worth because their Spotify channel will release some podcasts, which would be interesting considering they released nothing for the entire year of 2021. Harry and Meghan's Netflix documentary series, one is about the Invictus Games, and the other one is about their humanitarian work, which explains why we saw the cameras following them every freaking place they went, because it's going to try to show them in a good light. Everything is very staged and choreographed. I won't be watching that Netflix special either. It's also being reported, believe it or not, that Meghan is going to wait and see how Harry's book is received by the public, and if it sells, And if it does well, then she's going to write her own book about her experiences in the royal family. I mean, they have to do something to get the money in. Archie Wells not bringing in the money. The Me You Can't See didn't pay. You know, the Oprah interview was shown to be a joke. They've got to bring in money, and I guess they feel this is the only way. The problem is people are sick of the victim mentality. You have two very privileged people. Harry is one of the most white privileged people on this planet going, oh, woe is me. People just don't want to hear it anymore. This book is going to be, oh, woe is me, and look at me, I'm a war hero, even though we all know he was named Bunker Harry because they never let him out of the bunker. So I, for one, will not be watching either Netflix special, nor will I be buying Harry's book. No. All right. Of other little tidbits for you here at the end. It's being reported by Neil Sean that Harry and Meghan want to move back to the UK. I'm sorry, I don't believe that. I don't believe Meghan wants to be in the UK. The only thing I can think of is that Harry is having issues with his visa. He has to go home, and they're trying to come up with some excuse. I thought they still had Frogmore. Don't know what happened there. I want you guys to know that I did a video recently and I updated you guys on Finn in that video, and I'm having trouble getting it uploaded. I'm working with YouTube, which is why the next time you do see that video, things may be a little bit out of order, but I'm working on it. So I would really like your comments. What do you think about this book? I, for one, want to read Tom Bauer's book because he is vicious and just goes for the truth and doesn't sugarcoat anything. Will you guys be watching the Netflix documentaries that they're coming up with? And I got to be honest, I don't believe that the original documentary with Harry and Meghan was part of the deal. But I think since all the other projects that they pitched got nixed, this is what they've come up with now. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of future uploads. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter. You can email me. For those of you who have donated to my coffee fund, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.